Parliamentary elections represent really the fundamental test for Saakashvili's government and for his democratic credentials. After coming to power in the non-violent Rose Revolution of 2003, Mikhail Saakashvili really presented himself as a democrat and a reformer, and was famously described as a beacon of democracy by George W. Bush in 2005. Since then, crackdown on opposition protesters and, of course, the war with Russia in 2008 did a lot to tarnish his image. But subsequently, he's been re-welcomed into the fold and only recently met with President Obama in the Oval Office. But these elections will be seen as a crucial test. He's about to finish his second term as president. And the big question now is whether he will follow the example of his arch-enemy Vladimir Putin and become prime minister. The constitution's just been amended to increase the powers of the prime minister, and should Saakashvili do that, that will really be seen as putting the nail in the coffin of his role as a democrat and a reformer. So in the run-up to the parliamentary elections, we're also expected to see the opposition trying to get their act together. The recent emergence on the scene of Georgia's richest man, Tblisi Ivanishvili, who is an oligarch who made his money in Russia in the early 90s, he has vowed to unseat the government and to become either prime minister or speaker of parliament. Now that created a great reaction among the pro-government media and parliamentarians who accused him of being Putin's stooge and using his dirty Russian money to try and buy Georgian politics. And a series of legislative amendments and smear campaigns in the media have been directed against him. However, also he's made his own mistakes. He's appeared bizarre and somewhat eccentric in several of his live appearances, and some of the people he surrounded himself with have been slightly discredited in the eyes of the public over recent years. So it still remains to be seen if he has the real sticking power to do what it takes and take on Saakashvili and Saakashvili's government in these forthcoming elections. But certainly, as the months draw down to the parliamentary elections in November and then the presidential elections in January of 2013, Georgia's future development is really being decided.